Hello. How are you doing today? Today is Thursday the 26th of July. Can't believe the month is almost over. My name is Tracy and I appreciate you watching my video. I was inspired to start this channel because I noticed a lot of my Facebook friends, who I don't really know personally, a lot of them, because I have, I think, like 5,000, but I noticed that a lot of these people needed some help, kind of in knowing that they weren't going through these hellish things that they were talking about alone. And so I just kind of felt guided by my higher self, intuition, whatever you want to call it, to start this YouTube channel. And it's kind of evolved from the beginning. It was about, health and, my weight loss journey, etc. And then some stuff happened and that kind of took a back seat. I'm recently separated from my husband, and that was emotional. Went through a lot of emotional issues with that, but I always remained positive that everything would work out fine. And I'm human, so of course once in a while you kind of slip and you go back to that lack and that fear. And that's like the worst thing you can do, is be fearful about things that you're unsure about. So I've learned to kind of trust in the universe, trust in the process, that all will be fine and the universe will provide my best possible outcome for me. And so I've been reading Magenta Pixie's 3 books, Master of the Matrix, Divine Architect, I think, of the Matrix, and her newest one. And it's really been amazing because I love to meditate, but I don't do it well. I haven't been doing it very long, so sometimes I needed a guided meditation. And so a lot of her meditations at the end, you read them and then you do them. So I thought, ooh, I'm going to squirrel, I'm going to do an audio of the meditation, and that way I can just close my eyes and listen to my audio of what I'm supposed to do. So that worked out really well, and I love it. I've loved doing that, and it's been really going well. My mother is still recovering and it's really hot here, doing well, doing better every day from her stroke. And so I am here to help them out, and then I will be going on my own journey of my life and what I am guided to do. So I just wanted to do a short video today to touch base with you guys and say thank you for my new subscriptions. I really appreciate you. And if you're not subscribed, please do so in the bottom right, I believe. Yeah, that's my left, your right, I think. Anyway, yes, and click the bell if you want to know when I have another video up, and please share with your friends in social media, because I get banned literally. It seems like every couple weeks I'm banned, and I barely share my stuff. I mean, I share maybe once, twice, 3 times a day in 12 hours, and bam, I'm banned. I can't join any groups, comment on any of my groups, or share my videos. So yay, Facebook. So yeah, you're only pretty much going to get my videos if you're subscribed, when they come out on YouTube. So I was just having some introspection. I was just remembering back in 2012, when, I guess it was around 2013, where I came across a lotus, and I didn't even know what a lotus was, lotus flower. I just knew that it was beautiful. And I heard of it and I never saw what a lotus looked like. And I was so drawn to the lotus and I thought, man, this is the most beautiful flower. And then fast forward, several years later, it's like the lotus is everywhere, and it's being depicted, with the flower of life and like my Merkaba. And, it's just amazing how things played out that I was guided to, but I didn't know why. There was something else too that I was really loved, and then it turns out, I'm just finding out later, like that is huge with everything that we're going through with our ascension and evolution and 5D and 3D to 5D. And so it's really cool. I had talked before in my other videos how I see, it looks like gemstones. They're just sparkly spots, little tiny dots on the floor, and they're usually in the bathroom. And because it's probably where I'm just, everybody's just kind of there. Whereas if you're somewhere else within a house or you're roaming around, you're not going to just see some sparkly thing. So I started seeing these little gems, as I call them, on the floor probably about 1.5 years ago, maybe 2 years. And I see diamond color, which is clear, like a clear sparkly diamond. I see emerald green, and I see ruby. And when I'm reading my books, I'm finding out that there's these codes to, have your cells remember who you were in past lives and, being totally awake. And so I kind of attribute seeing those to the codes of waking up through my cells. And I've been seeing them a lot lately. I've been seeing the diamond one mostly, and diamond crystal. That's what I've been hearing about, in my book, in Magenta Pixie's book, about the diamond light and the crystalline DNA. And anyway, it's just so exciting that I'm hopefully waking up. I feel like I am. I always have issues where I might feel a certain way that's not the best, but I've learned that if you have a feeling of anger or jealousy or whatever, I've learned through this book that you acknowledge it, you appreciate having this feeling, and then you learn to integrate it in a positive way into your matrix. And so, and the best thing is to not dwell on things. Don't suppress them, but bring them up to the surface. Say, why am I feeling this way? I feel X, I feel angry. And then why am I feeling this way? Why am I feeling this anger? And then when you find out why, then you're able to integrate it in and be grateful for it, because it shows you something. And then you integrate it and you turn that into something positive into your matrix, and you can control like your whole life, your whole matrix, by working on yourself, working on the inside. And I've learned so much by where to go to find the answers. And guess what? It's not me, it's not Magenta, it's not Greg. They are the best people to spark something in you where maybe you're asleep or you're just waking up and you're turning to someone that is way, kind of up there, evolved, and has gone through all this learning process and doing their shadow work. So you go and you watch their videos and you're like, now I know where to find the answers. And guess what? It's right here. It's inside. Not me. I mean, I find my answers from inside, but I don't have your answers. Nobody has their answers for them except themselves. You will find your answers to all of your questions on the inside by asking, by tuning in, so to speak. And yes, if you read her books and you watch Greg Prescott and you watch, these really evolved humans, like magenta also, you learn, they kind of teach you how to unlock your DNA codes and how to work on yourself and do your shadow work, and that it's not bad. You know, it's good to have this polarized, you know, earth and free will. Then we can decide, okay, I don't want this, I want this. You know, we have free will to choose whatever we want. And the hardest thing that I've learned is not to judge. It is so difficult for me. Well, I'm an INFJ, so it's intuition, feeling, intuition, I don't know what N is. Anyway, and judging. And I can't stand that label, even though I guess I'm in the small percentage, 2%